Hi everyone, I wanted to make a video on my new 3090 Founders Edition, which is just sitting right here. I've covered the light with the wires because it goes to my eyes when I'm playing. Yeah, some Corsair Vengeance 8GB RAM sticks, 3600 megahertz. This is a pre-build, so I had to change out the power supply from a 650 watt to a 850 watt Asus ROG. I've got an Asus ROG one in there now. Previously it was like a cheap one that CyberPower gave put in there already. I've just switched this out for a MSI 2070 Super Gaming X. Yeah, 8 gig, that was quite good to be honest. The reason why I wanted to make this video is just to show you what it's like to be gaming in using basically a 3090 to game. Probably seen the videos on the internet. It is powerful, but just to obviously give you reality, this is about £1,400. So just wanted to make a video before you make any purchases or anything. But yeah. So let me just start. So I just want to run you quickly through my system specs. I've got an i9-900K F CPU. It's over here. Reason why the RAM's really high is because I've got Modern Warfare running in the background. But yeah, this is so overall 16 gig of RAM, 3200 speed. Yeah, dual SSDs. This is my C drive. Where my operating system is on. This is where the games load off, the Samsung one, and then the GPU is the beast. So we've got the Nvidia GeForce 3090, RTX 3090. Yeah, that's crazy, 24 gig of RAM. But yeah, I just wanted to take you into the game and just show you basically how this thing runs. Yeah, I'm running this in the background because I use a PS4 controller, so I still use my SCUF controller. Over here, I got my Steel Series there. But yeah, I'll make a video later on. But yeah, this is basically the settings I've got on at the moment. So, options, we go to graphics. Yeah, so this is all the settings. So, 165, 100, automatic, disable, I mean custom, advanced, 180, 60, 60. Reason why I've capped it at 180 because my monitor is 165. I can't be bothered. I've done some tests with this 3090. With these settings, it can't consistently sit on about 200 frames above. So I've just capped it at 180. I can't be bothered for my GPU to be running so intense. Highlights, obviously disable that. Enable low latency for me because this is a more GPU bound game than CPU bound, so my GPU is working harder than my CPU. So keep this on enabled. If your CPU bound means your CPU is working harder than your GPU, then definitely put this on boost, enable plus boost. Yeah, keep that the same. Obviously you don't want any of this stuff on. So low streaming quality and texture resolution normal, because I don't see the difference between ultra to normal. Low, filtering anisotropic, particle quality high, bullet impacts and spray enabled, tessellation disabled, disable that, streaming texture low, definitely keep this low. And I've enabled these because I just still feel like my game runs smoother with these, but it all depends on your GPU. So if you got not a good GPU, I suggest you keep these disabled. But yeah, just to give you some perspective as well, just a quick, yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, keep that. Definitely keep particle lighting as well on low. Definitely keep ray tracing off. It doesn't matter if I got a 3090. This thing would absolutely destroy my frames. Ambient Occlusion disabled, SSR disabled, anti-aliasing. I've got it on Filmic SMAAT2X because I feel like the edges are just really nice and there's no jaggedy edges. I hate that, puts me off. I've disabled depth of field, obviously do that, and then keep this at 0. If it depends on what you've got this set to, but obviously keep this at 0 if you've got it set like this. Well, disable that, disable wild motion blur, weapon motion blur, film grain, definitely turn that off. Dynamic resolution, I don't know what that is, brand new feature. But yeah, that's basically there. No, discard that. And then all the rest, I've got heads up display on 0, 0. Obviously I like the map being as close as it can over here. Around about, obviously this is your settings, I've got it set on 107. Definitely skip the introduction, blah blah blah. Tritanopia, colorblind settings, I've got that set to both, so it's on the texture as well, so it's on the map, not just on the text. All of these, same, and then that's basically it. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly jump into a, let's just say, a game of plunder. Let's just use my thing. So yeah, just wanted to show you the frames. So yeah, let's just wait for this to get some. We'll keep it about here, which is you can clearly see obviously my i9 900KF is obviously bottlenecking with GPU times at 4 milliseconds, CPU's at 17, which is crazy, but not a huge bottleneck obviously because this processor is really good as well. So suggest that you have anything from like I don't know too much about this sort of stuff, so I won't even comment. Let's just wait for this to load up and then show you the frames in game. It should load up in a second. It's crazy how fast this stuff loads up as well. Once it's in the game, I'm like the first one into the game. So let's just put it right here on the frames. Yeah, it's starting to beef up now. Capping at about 180. Yeah, watch this. I'll be like one of the first ones into the game. Yeah, look. It's really fast into the game. But casually sitting at about in the pre-game lobby. If I landed downtown, this would be definitely getting lower and lower and lower. This is quite a bit. This is quite a congested area. So sorry. It's a pre-game lobby as well. So when it goes, if I land like downtown, it should. This is very hard to do on hand. I was getting around about 140 to 150 frames of my MSI 2070 Super. But yeah, this is obviously made a big difference. The input delay is like virtually nothing. There's like really no input delay. Obviously I've got settings on for reducing the input on my PS4 controller. I'll make a separate video on that, but let's just try landing downtown to see if I can do this. Land about. Yeah, let's just do this. As you can see, my frames are about. Let's see, so all the videos you do see on YouTube, just don't, obviously take them with a pinch of salt if they're doing a benchmarking, because they're not playing like at like a high level. Obviously I can show you my KD as well. It is 2.08, so obviously I'm above average player here, so just take it from me. Take that stuff, that benchmarking stuff with a pinch of salt, because you won't obviously be using any of those settings. So let me just go into downtown. This is the most GPU and CPU consumption part of the game. It's so heavy on textures. So I'm just showing you here. Still really good frames, but obviously nowhere near the ones that you see on YouTube. But it's not even getting above 170 downtown. If I just look over here, like that. So yeah, as soon as I look at the sky, obviously textures jumps up the frames to 180, but then when I look down, it's got to render all these frames, render all these textures. I mean, sorry. Yeah, it drops down significantly. But yeah, all in all, it is a good purchase. But for me, if you don't have that type of money to spend, then go with a 3080 instead. Or yeah, go with a 3080. Don't waste your money on a 2080 Ti, because that thing's obviously shit compared to a 3080. When 3080 is way cheaper as well, and obviously 2080 Ti is like over £1,000. You know, and a 3080 is about I think it's around about £6,700 or £6,800 or something. But yeah, thank you guys. But yeah, feel free to just comment and, you know, let me get your thoughts as well. See if there's anything I'm missing here as well. You know, but thank you. Take care.